Welcome, Damien Schmitt.
Pues grazie mille por pues que estamos aquí, the interview and everything. And it's a very great time at the Sound Expo. A great surprise, the organization and everything is nice, very nice, and we had a good time. And so yeah, we're gonna play with Alain Caron at 6. So, and you know what? This is years we haven't played with Alan, so we're very happy to get together again after 7 years.
If I'm not wrong, you started around 2009 with Alan Caron, a project.
A little bit earlier, like 2007, yeah, something like this. So it's years that we played together. We made two albums, one DVD, and yeah, and we were touring a lot, and yeah.
I've written here, yes. So you have been playing with Alan Caron, and you have also worked with many artists. But mostly you are you like to work on your projects. You don't play only drums. You play many instruments, and you have been playing with in a lot of your projects. And you started with Electric Smith project, which is an old project now.
Yeah, that was a project about electronic music, but with acoustic drums. And I really try in this project to sound like electronic, but only with acoustic. And I really try to play jungle beats or even house music or I don't know, just funky, but like Daft Punk, like dance floor stuff, like, but really sounds like the machine. And that was wow, that was very great. And I have another one in my computer. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but now there is the trap. Now there is new music is coming out, so I have to I have to think about this because I haven't get any trap in the day because 2013 there is no trap at this time. So now if I made the second one, I have to think about the electro music now, like yeah, and that was nice project. And this is Norbert from Minel. A big hi to Norbert. Thank you so much, because he told me after one masterclass or clinics, he told me, Damien, I think you should do an album about the way you play jungle, blah blah blah, And I was like, yeah, Norbert, maybe you're right. And this is how I'll get birth to this new, this old project now.
Old but new, still new.
Yeah, yeah, and maybe the new one, yeah. And so yeah,
Full of energy and full of surprises. An artist full of surprises you are.
yes, but music to me, I grew up with my mom. She was piano teacher and accordion teacher, and my father was a drummer. So I was always. It's not always about the drum. I compose a lot. No, I'm compose more than playing drums, because I'm working with CBS, the TV channel in the United States, and I'm working with NFL as well, like the sports stuff. And I made a lot of music as I try to make some music for movie. I mean long movie and series. So and no, I take classes about orchestration, like to be able to write for the orchestra. So it's really a new page of my life now. And so I'm very happy because everything I did before, and now it's all concentrated together in one thing. So about mixing, I mean composing, arrangements, different instruments, to be able to know the color and the sound. And I record all by myself, like guitar, bass, all things. And so I try to just get better and better in everything, mixing as well. And I've been with mix with the master. I met my favorite mixer, and so it's always about practicing. And I'm producing some band too, so I'm able to help a band to get better. Yeah, it's
A one-man show.
yeah. I don't know. It's just about music to me. I never thought about drumming, and I think as well this is a problem because I know on Instagram, for example, I know people told me like sometimes, what is this? But this is another part of my life. Like, I got my studio at home, so I'm recording people at home as well. So, and one day I post the things with Antelope, who is a great brand, and I'm working with them. I'm an endorser, Antelope endorser, and I was posting like, "Wow, this sound card is amazing," blah blah blah, and I was putting in the studio, and one guy wrote like, "Okay, but what this is about?" But this is about me. It's about my life as a producer, as a, you know, it's not about only drum. But people are sometimes are a little bit like, I don't know, they're a little bit closed about. And when I put something about the drum, like the day after, the same guys wrote, "Yeah, this is what I'm following you for. This is what I want." I was like, ah, but whatever.
You come from a family of musicians, and you started at 4. You played. You started to play professional, if I'm not wrong, when you were 16 or something like that.
Yes, yes, and when I stopped my studying because I'm not graduated of anything, but when I stopped, I was already like professional because I was playing every weekend, everything, and so at 18, when I got 18, it's like I was already like in the yeah, because we have in France a things called intermittence du spectacle, and so I was already in like because this is the only way in France to you at 18 I was not able to get my own company. Now I do, and so it's different. But before that was how you say the statue that we have when you're a musician. You're in this intermittence of the spectacle that it's called like this. But anyway, and so yeah, at 18 I was in this. I was playing like top 40 bands, for the wedding, and I was playing like jazz trio in the bar, and I was playing everywhere.
No time for studying.
No time for study, no time for study. And now I think my teacher of English and Spanish will be very surprised to see me right now speaking English because I was at school. I was even not able to nah, forget about it. And the worst in Spanish, and now in Spanish, as my wife, she's Mexican, so you know.
I've seen we've just met her, and you were talking in Spanish with her. So teachers, he's a great man now. Not only a great musician, he speaks three languages. How many? 3 languages.
Languages, yes. And I love para italiano, pero un po', pero no.
Well, you eat Italian food is better. That's enough.
Italian food, oh my god.
What is your favorite Italian dish?
Whoa, there is a lot, Simple, pasta arrabbiata. Oh, but Arancina, and then yesterday we eat this brochetta, es una como brochette, but it's meat of lamb, specialty of here. Very good, very good. And of course, all kind of pasta, and as we in Pescara, seafood. Pasta seafood, no, 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 no. Yeah, I mean everything.
We shouldn't talk about music too much.
No, no, no. We should not. And you know what? This is very interesting what you said because when I was playing in a club then in Paris, when I left my hometown, went to Paris, where I got 20, and but everybody was talking about music and talking about the musician who put me very uncomfortable sometimes. But that was the way in Paris. You know, the same French people are sometimes. Him blah blah blah, him blah 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 blah. A lot of blah 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 blah. You know, but whatever. And when I get more and more like in the music, and then when I got the chance to play with Zap Mama was my first big international gig, and with Zap Mama, and I was very surprised because we are at the rehearsal, we speak music, blah blah blah. Then when we go to eat, nobody speak about music. We speak about life. We speak about I don't know politics. I mean, like people, you know. Yeah, and when I was then playing with Alain Caron and then Jean-Luc Ponty, George Duke, Frank Gambale, I mean everybody. Yes, we speak music, but never people speak about other people. It's always positive, and then never like when we eat, maybe we speak about music, but most of the time we speak about, I mean, life. And to me, that was like so refreshing and wow.
You breathe. In this case, you breathe.
Yeah, yeah, it's another way of I don't know, but all these guys are another. They're so smart. I was always very impressed with the I don't know the way they're thinking, the way they see life, and I really they teach me so much. Everyone has like thanks. I got the chance to be able to I mean work with these people and learn from them because
One last question I want to ask you about, since you're a producer, you said, and you're working on this new project with trap music, which is a new sound. Many young people are now in this hip hop trap. What do you think? Since many musicians dislike this kind of music, what message do you want to give as a producer too? Because there's a lot of young people who are working on this project, and I think they are trying to tell us something, and we should listen to this young generation of musicians.
well, this is complicated because in one way, this is great to see that the expressions now can be for anybody. It's like now, if you have a computer, you can be great producer of urban music at home, and you can deliver message whatever. And I think this is great. And as you say, maybe they try just to say that life is bullshit, and we should get back to what is really important. But I see things the other way, another way. It's like it's easy to get a computer to make a loop and to call you a producer and to say what you want to say just with this kind of rap. And even sometimes there's no rhymes, you know, even even poor rhymes, there's just nothing. And even sometimes I can listen, they're not tight with the beat. And sometimes even it's not about tight, it's just all of everything. And the worst is this fucking auto tune. I'm very angry with this. So I'm going to the I'm get to the point. is sure that there is a generation, there's something to say, but they just forgot to learn how to tell it good or how to say it good. They just forgot to learn the music. They just forgot to learn how to produce well. They just forgot to learn that there is some key and some rules to sound good. I can tell you how many times I hear harmonic, how you say harmonic, falso, fourth, or they put a sample or something in one tonality and another one in another tonality, but one is minor harmonic and the other one is, I don't know, minor, just minor natural, for example. Damn, don't you hear that it sounds like shit? Don't you hear it? And what makes me more angry is that the company of music, they try to sell it to anybody that this is music. And all the young people think that this is music. Young people, this is bullshit. You listen with your ass. That's the truth. Listen Earth, Wind and Fire. This is music. Listen The Roots. This is rap. This is music. Listen Tribe Called Quest. This is rap. This is urban. This is music. Now everybody is able, because you have a computer, to make music. But there's no problem with this. And with the expression, there's no problem with this. But at the minimum, you could respect the art. You could respect, I don't know.
Well, what we always say here in Italy is that the truth is in the midway. So the problem is that maybe we should teach these people what you're saying, that it is not all so everything so fast and easy, because the problem that we live is that everything is too fast. They don't have the time to learn. They just know, because the discographic word, as you said, they want to sell you this as music. And since there are people that buy this music, now they think that it's everything so easy, but they don't have the roots. Okay, that's true. But I think that if we teach them that you can do this, but if you do it with the knowledge behind, if you study and then you try to do this, maybe something can work.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I still trust the life, and I can see like young guys like Jacob Courier, um, who are here and producing music and even is go to this kind of rhythm, this kind of urban sometimes, or this kind of, he's just exploring everything. But this guy is amazing. He's a genius, right? He got the ear and he's got a. So yeah, make urban music with this knowledge, and I be totally agree with whatever you're gonna say, even if you say something very bad about the woman, even if you say something very bad about whatever. Maybe I could be angry, but you know what I mean. I mean, it could never excuse something bad you say, but it could at least just put it another level. But I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody gonna say I'm a conspiracy or complots, blah 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 blah. But this is discussion we had with some people, and they said that during the 80s they start to cut the money in the music company about jazz, about some other things. So then the budget gets more than low. It's like no budgets, like fuck it. And then we got all this music, electronic is coming. What is sad is they don't realize that all of this is a manipulation. They don't want another 1968. They don't want another 1969. They don't want. They want people just be nice, pay your taxes, and shut up. Don't think too much. It's sure that with the trap you're gonna think about nothing. This is not a music about me think about something. I'm gonna get to the point. You know Rick Beato, right? So this guy is creates a new reel. I don't know if you heard about this. The new reel is an application, and it's with scientists. He discovered then you can make people very smart if you give another kind of connection in the brain before 2 years old. Right? Okay? So it's not with trap that gonna make connection in the brain, but with jazz and classical music, because of the richness of the rhythmic and the harmony. The rhythmic can be so complicated, the harmony can be so sophisticated that for the young brain, with like the page is white, there is nothing. For this kind of brain, like young, before 2 years old, everything is sound. So if you give him this, there is another connections putting in the brain. And so he proved that this is true. And for his example, the video we know about these sounds, Brian, I forgot his name, I don't want to say. Man, so at 8 years old, this kid is able to calculate things that you and me cannot. He speak Chinese, German, English. It's of course it's his language, but he's got perfect pitch. He's playing back. It's another level of kids. And he was like, oh, maybe it's no. He did the same with the young girl. Same, another connection. When you got this another connection, when you got this knowledge, you cannot listen trap because it's boring. This is all of it is boring. One chord for 2 minutes, it's boring. With one, it's like reggaeton. It's boring. 2 minutes of poo, tapu, 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 tapu. Boring. 4 chords at least. No bridge. Nothing. and I can see as well a lot of drummer playing on Instagram. They have I don't know how many followers. It's crazy. This is great, but then you listen to them playing with a band. They forgot music is sharing, not playing alone in your room. You know what I mean? And so this is sad to see how to me how all this social media destroy in a way all this or what we got before. I mean, because before to play you could play in your room, but that was very exciting to play with the band and to do a concert, to be with, I mean, to get the people, you know. Today you can get the people from your room, and you got this kind of same feeling that I don't know, someone listen to you, but you're playing alone, and it's cool, but I don't know.
Music is sharing, so it's sharing with other people. Thank you very much for being with us, Damien. It was a pleasure.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
I hope to see you soon. You will play here now in a few hours, in a couple of hours.
at
So
6.
I'll see you down there.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, and long life to Planet Drum.
Thank you.